I just got off the phone with Suhan Mansonda, a CEO of an AI agency that basically automates the low leverage tasks of a company. And what basically happened was, let me tell you, about a week ago in Sunday, basically I had a trip. About a week ago in Sunday, about a week ago, last week on Sunday, I had a school trip, and while I was on the bus going from place A to place B, I was on wheels, like always. And then I get a story. It's by someone I've been following for quite a long time, and someone who's actually inspiring to me because I'm interested in AI, I'm interested in personal branding, and he was just a cool dude. He was from Singapore, Australia, India, all these cool places, right? And then his story was looking for someone who's specializes on Notion, like someone who's good at Notion. So I've been working on the Batcave for a while, which is basically my Notion dashboard, which I use to pretty much make everything in my life a lot easier. I've been working on that for a while, so I thought this would be a good fit for me. Like, it would be fire because I'm 16. Maybe I can leverage my age and try to get in works with him. Plus, he had some really good connections with people that I'm actually interested at, and he was also a really cool person. So I decided, all right, I'm gonna DM him, I'm gonna ask him what exactly do you need, and I said, hey man, and I left him on scene. I said, hey man, and I left it undelivered. I just forgot to do a follow up message like I'm 16, blah blah blah. I just forgot to do that because my Wi-Fi stopped working or something like that. I just forgot, and then I get a notification after like an hour or something. He said, hey dude, show me your work. I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, sorry, I'm in a school trip right now. I forgot about this message. I'm 16, and here's my work. I send him a video of me going through the Batcave on my phone because I'm in a school trip. I am not even allowed to bring my phone in, and I'm sneaking this in. I'm trying to get my best to show him my work as fast as possible because 90 seconds is all it takes for, because the maximum amount of video you can send is 90 seconds long on Instagram. So I send him that video, and then he replies, that's amazing. Let's have some talk. And then I say, all right, let's hold a meeting anytime this week. And then he said, all right, man, I'll let you know. School trip ends. I said, hey, man, I'm done with that trip. Let me know when you want that meeting. Left undelivered for a day. Left undelivered for a day. I messaged him on WhatsApp on Thursday, I think. I said, hey, man, I'm done with that trip. I don't know if you got my message, but basically, let's hold that meeting anytime soon. He says, okay, let's do that meeting on Monday, which is today. And I'm like, all right, I'll see you then. He said, sure, let's work through it. Monday comes, today, I get my room set up, I get my clothes all packed, I clean my room to the fullest, I make my bed, I wear some nice clothes. I'm wearing some shirt right now, but it's honestly wrinkled, so I don't want to wear it, obviously, in front of him. I try my best to become the best version of myself in front of him, like best version of myself in front of him. Try to have a clean room, try to have a clean mindset, cook some food for myself, got myself a cup of coffee. The meeting was scheduled to be around 4:45, right? I just came back from school. It's like 4 p.m. I'm on my mom's laptop that I stole, which she doesn't know yet. So I stole my mom's laptop so I can have this meeting and work on Notion with him. It's pretty good. It's 12 GB RAM. All right, if you want to know the specs, I'll tell you someday. But, it's a decent laptop, right? I get Notion downloaded. I log into my Gmail. Gmail doesn't work for me somehow. Instagram doesn't work. I don't have any accounts on that. So I'm like, all right, I need to get this set up really quickly. 4:15, he messages me. I'm like, all right, what do I even do? I don't have my Gmail ready. I don't know what to do. He messages me on 4:15. Our meeting was assigned at 4:45, by the way. He messages me on 4:15, and then he's like, I'm in the meet right now. What do I even do, bro? I can't even, I opened that link on my phone, but I need it on my laptop. What do? I can't send it on messages. I can't send it on WhatsApp. I don't even have WhatsApp on my laptop. I don't have anything. I don't even have Gmail, right? So what I did was I got that link. I put it on my Notion, and since Notion is an all local something whatever, right? I can access it anywhere on any device. I put it on Notion. I click the link from my Notion on laptop. Boom, I'm in the meeting. All right, all great. I'm like, dude, I just came back from school. I'm sorry if I'm late. He's like, all right, it's all good, man. He laughs. Because come on, that's crazy, right? A 16-year-old applying for a job. That's pretty insane. But then before all of that meeting, I had background research. I had done some research on him. I had tried to figure out what he was actually doing. Figured out that at 15 he started a company. That was pretty interesting to me. That made him seem a lot cooler than he already is. And I do some background research. I look for him, and boom. We talk. He's like, what are you up to? I said, I'm currently building a personal brand. It's honestly low quality because I have some school work going on. And then I'm building a podcast for teenagers, all the stuff that I'm working on. And then he's like, that's cool. I was just like you. And I'm like, damn, this dude is super cool, super nice. Someone I would love to work with. And then, nonetheless, I would love to work like to work with him anyway. So I message him. I'm in the call with him. It's all good. He says, all right, what do we do now? He says, all right, here's what you want to do. So he shows me a client onboarding thing. I have to basically design client dashboards for him. Pretty cool. I'm not going to go too much in detail with that. And then he brings up something. He says, one of our clients is Mox Vasant. If you don't know me, I'm a D1 blazer of Mox Vasant. Sorry. I'm a D1. Did I just say sorry to the... God damn. I'm a D1 blazer of Mox Vasant, right? He's one of my biggest inspirations. How long is this video even? I'm a D1 glazer of Mox Vasant, right? I tell him, all right, I love his old videos. I love his long form. It's got really good insights on it. I'm actually super inspired by his theory of bamboo growth. Like, it's pretty interesting. I have it on my wall. Right as I show him my board, I accidentally got the call off. Now he's like, what the hell is going on? So I got back in the call, took some minutes, and I'm like, sorry, dude, here I've got bamboo growth on my board because of how interesting that theory is. And then he's like, that's awesome, dude. He even told me that his older videos have some good advice, and I'm like, yeah, it's pretty inspiring. I gave him some value. He said his words, not mine. And then, yeah, I told him I'm super inspired by Mox Vasant, one of my favorite people on the internet. And then he says, one of you are going to be designing a Notion dashboard for him. I'm shaking, all right? I'm like, God damn, what? That is insane, right? So what I decided to do is, all right, I need to focus on this really hard. So I tell him, all right, I can get that done. I can get the MVP done in about 7 to 10 days, right? It's all good. He's like, all right, that's great. We can focus on the design later. That's what I said. Right. So, we get done with the meeting. Like, we talk about what's going on, what I'm up to, what my goals are. Last question he asked me was what my goal is for the next year. I said, all right, I want to scale my personal brand, maybe get like a lot of views, a lot of clients, a lot of connections, which is super important to me, build my community, build a podcast, work on a venture, start a venture, get good grades, all the basic stuff, right? All the fun stuff, like start an agency, creative directing agency, something that, I'm genuinely interested in. And then he's like, all right, that's cool, dude. I was just like you when I was your age. I was also working on some stuff. I also wanted to start something. I also did things like you after school. And I'm like, all right, that's great. I'm absolutely inspired. I'm like, if this dude is who I'm gonna be when I'm older, hell yeah. He's like, you're gonna be better than me, maybe even. And I said, all right, sure. But it's genuinely just like fun stuff. He was really awesome to talk with, and I get that meeting done with. I'm shaking, I'm excited. I tell my friend, but I'm not gonna tell anyone else, even though I've already uploaded this. I realize that the more talking I do, the less work I might do. So I'm gonna try my best to put in the most amount of action as I can. And yeah, that's pretty much how today went. I had a meeting with some dude, and I really wanted to get this off my chest. I really wanted to express it. But the main point of this video is to basically explain the goals for the week. This week is gonna be the second week of 2026, I think. Yep, second week of 2026. Quarter one. My plan for quarter one is to basically just focus on school and self-improvement. Although this insane opportunity came around, I can't say no. Like, genuinely, I just can't say no to that. So once in a lifetime, it's not once in a lifetime, opportunity, but it's like a really good opportunity at 16 especially. And I'm like, I just can't say no, right? I want to do some push-ups right now because of how excited I am. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. I'm like, hell yeah, let's do the work. That's the plan for the week, right? That's the plan for quarter one. Just focus on self-improvement, focus on becoming a better person individually, and document some things, right? I don't have the pressure to upload every single day. I can just upload whenever I feel like. My plan is to not build a brand where it's super aesthetic, where it's like super planned out. Just build a brand, upload daily, express yourself creatively, right? That's my main goal. So that's the plan for quarter one. And this week's plan is basically going to be study science, a lot of science, a lot of maths, focus on STEM subjects rather than literature like social studies or Nepali. Focus on the STEM subjects, have a really good base where I can do the hardest problems a little bit quicker, or like where I can basically do proper problems. Main goal is just to study, lift, and work on the notion. Maybe allocate like an hour a day. It's like 6 p.m. already, 6 7. It's like 6:30 right now. Thinking I'm gonna work out, and then I'm gonna start studying until 9 to 10 p.m. and then I'm gonna go to bed. Okay? That's the plan for today. My main motto, or my main manifest, or my main quote for this quarter is, just let this be, just focus on one day at a time, just one day, 10 out of 10 day, just do that, right? It's probably been 10 minutes of this video recording. I'm gonna upload it on my channel. I just want to yap, focus on my plans. I don't really care about the views. I'm just trying to express my plans. First week is gonna be school. Focus on one day at a time. Journal every day, read every day. I want to read some self-improvement books along with my Harry Potter books. Pretty interesting. I want to do all these things, right? Main goal is just study, lift, and focus on notion a bit. Try to build the MVP, try to figure out ways I can do that. Allocate sometimes a week. I think I'm planning to study every morning, like, because I have school from 9 or 10 starting from this week. I think I'm just gonna study in the morning, like 5 a.m. or 6 a.m., like something like that. 2 to 3 hours studying, and then evening I can just focus on notion, focus on working out, learning something, just relaxing, right? That's basically my plan for this week as a 16-year-old. I don't really know what else to say. I don't really care about the views. I'm just trying to upload to get things out of my chest. If you found me interesting, you can message me on Instagram at sritas.png or sritas.09. Just message me on Instagram, talk to me, I'll be down to reply anytime. If you found me interesting as a person, subscribe to this channel. It's a dead channel, but like, subscribe if you found me interesting. That's basically just my plan. Just focus on studying, focus on whatever, right? That's pretty much it. No cuts, raw talk of a 16-year-old. If you found this insightful, be sure to let me know. If you found me cool, be sure to let me know. It would genuinely just make my entire week. And yeah, what is this? Alright, I'll see you guys someday.